Is day 162 of the Israel-Hamas war. Netanyahu is indicating he will move forward with military operations in Rafah, and we are closely tracking the stalled ceasefire talks, which may resume as soon as tomorrow. Well, today, the first aid ship is arriving as concerns of malnutrition and famine continue to grow in Gaza. That ship carrying 200 tons of food and water on a barge, the humanitarian aid being offloaded onto a jetty. This aid was delivered by World Central Kitchen. That's the nonprofit of celebrity chef Jose Andres. And meanwhile, let's talk about the latest on any mediation. Israeli officials and Hamas leaders are expected to join indirect negotiations in Qatar as soon as tomorrow, though Netanyahu has called Hamas proposals so far unrealistic. Netanyahu isn't waiting, though. On Friday, he approved plans for a military operation in Rafah concerning world leaders.
I think the consequences of a ground operation in Rafah in the current circumstances would be catastrophic for the people of Gaza, for the Palestinians.
Well, NewsNation's Tom Dempsey tracking the very latest here. And Tom, we have seen negotiations fall apart before. Where does it stand tonight?
Hey, Natasha, at this hour, negotiators with Israel and Hamas continue to get set for a possible new round of peace talks coming tomorrow. But tonight, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza remains a big emergency as much-needed aid has arrived by air and by sea. After months of war in Gaza bringing destruction and tens of thousands of deaths, on Saturday, signs of hope. The U.S. and other allies airdropping boxes of much-needed aid to the people of Palestine as members of World Central Kitchen continue to send boats with hundreds of tons of supplies and food.
We are loading a new boat ready to deliver more aid. Inside those pallets, we have beans, canned meat, we have flour, rice.
The war now heading into its 6th month as Israel targets Rafah in southern Gaza, home to over 1 million displaced Palestinians. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to annihilate Hamas, calling their demands and negotiations unrealistic and ludicrous, and is now planning for a ground invasion of Rafah, where many are sheltering. But the U.S. has cautioned against any attacks in the city.
To move in right now in a major way without a proper accounting for all those people would, as we've said, be a disaster. And so we're going to keep talking to the Israelis about this.
Progress could come Sunday when Israel and Hamas plan to resume stalled peace talks, the first time both sides will meet since Ramadan began. Hamas has proposed a plan that would begin with a 6-week ceasefire and the release of 35 Israeli hostages in return for 350 Palestinian prisoners being held in Israel. Whether Israel will accept the terms remains unknown.
We're cautiously optimistic that things are moving in a good direction, but that doesn't mean that it's done, and we're going to have to stay at this till the very, very end.
And tonight, the Gaza Health Ministry estimates the war has killed over 31,000 Palestinians. A United Nations group also says 1 in 3 children under 2 years old is now severely malnourished in northern Gaza. Yeah. Natasha?
Striking numbers. Tom Dempsey live with that update from Washington tonight. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.